Lozano. Napoli met earlier today with Mino Raiola to discuss the present and future of Lorenzo Insigne, but not only. They also took the opportunity in front of the agent to discuss another client of his, Lozano of PSV Eindhoven. He is a player Gintoli likes for the future and he is a primary objective for their attack. They reiterated to his agent that they would like to sign him for next season. Source: Gianluca Di Marzio. Continuation. An important meeting took place today between Lorenzo Insigne and Napoli. Insigne was accompanied by his new representatives, Mino and Vincenzo Raiola. Napoli, on the other hand, were represented by the president De Laurentiis along with sporting director Gintoli and coach Carlo Ancelotti. After a meeting yesterday between Insigne and his agents to discuss contractual issues not tied to Napoli, there was a relaxing feeling at today's meeting as the desire of both parties is to continue together. Source: Gianluca Di Marzio. So many forwards. Liverpool have shown concrete interest in €60 million rated star Samuel Chukwueze, with scouts posted regularly at Villarreal games this year to follow the attacker's progress. Marca Sarismo at Blue.
Footy, May 1, 2019. Extension another year for it. Gaetan Bong. Played a big part in the club's recent history. Breaking news brought to you by Editoro.
The ex-Chelsea forward has said he wants to stay with Juventus next season following reports he could be on the move back to the Premier League. Source: Sky Sports News. End of the association. Jesse Rodriguez will not continue at Real Betis next season, because Club Betis will not negotiate with the PSG the renewal of their assignment, which attained under advantageous conditions from the past January. Have rolled well things. Betis had intended to deal with the PSG Jesse continuity during the negotiations for the final transfer of Lo Celso, but has finally withdrawn, as advances ABC, so the Canary will end its stage of Betis player at the end of the season. Source: Mundo Deportivo. Cut price. Manchester United are prepared to accept a cut price offer to sell Matteo Darmian this summer, it has been claimed. Several Italian clubs were keen to sign the defender last summer when he was ready to leave Manchester United, but negotiations for a move away never took off. And according to Italian daily Gazzetta dello Sport, Manchester United are now ready to accept an offer in the region of €12 million in order to get him off the books in the next transfer window. Source: Inside Football. Behind the scenes. At @MDPOR_El Mundo. The source of everything that I explain to you is totally reliable, 100% within the Barca, well informed. Personally, I think it's a big mistake, but things are as they are and we have to report on it. I wouldn't sign Antoine Griezmann. The Truth. Barca Times. At Barca Times, May 1, 2019. Rodrigo to Napoli. The Napoli of the Italian Liga has to Rodrigo Marino in its agenda for the coming season. Thus informs it the Italian radio station Rai Sports, which also ensures that the sports director of the Neapolitan set, Fabio Gintoli, has received an indication from Jorge Mendes, representative of the footballer. Source: Superdeport. Napoli closing in. Napoli are reportedly looking to close a deal for Boca Juniors midfielder Agustin Almendra and have opened talks for Olympique Lyonnais' Ferland Mendy. Today's edition of Corriere del Mezzogiorno reports the Partenopei are ready to pay the €20 million release clause of the 19-year-old defensive midfielder. Source: Football Italia. Hammers 2 CB shortlist. West Ham are tracking two defenders to sign this summer as Manuel Pellegrini and Mario Husillo's backline reinforcements this summer. Football London understands. The two names mentioned are that of Alaves centre-half Guillermo Maripán, who has started for the Spanish side in La Liga this season in his first campaign in Europe. The other is Olympiacos left-back Leonardo Couturi, and both of them fit the supposed new transfer strategy that will be employed this summer. Source: Football London. Competition for Conte. The Rome is now officially out of the closet with the declarations of Totti, but that Rome is not the only option for Antonio Conte, called within a couple of weeks to decide his future. According to Corriere dello Sport, despite the trust confirmed repeatedly in Salem, Marotta in recent days would encounter Count asking him a bit more time but assuring him that eventually will offer him the bench of Inter. Source: Goal Italia. Atletico want a left-back. Atletico Madrid has on its agenda the Valencia CF player Jose Luis Scar for the upcoming season. It is information which comes giving super in recent months and that now also gives the Cadena since the capital of Spain. Source: Superdeport. Renewed interest after regular contacts with the surrounding Van Beek. PSG handed a new contract offer to the player's agent. Remains to be seen if Nasser Al-Khelaifi will be able to get its act together with Ajax. Strong performance in the Champions League and Championship, 16 goals and 11 assists. Donny van Beek has seen his value exploded. Estimated at €25 million during the winter transfer window, its value exploded within a few weeks and Dutch leaders would now claim €60 million for their nugget. A substantial sum for 22-year-old, especially when you know that PSG should sell for €60 million. Source: Mercato 365. Gerrard wants Andre Gray. Watford striker Andre Gray could spearhead Rangers' bid for the Premiership title next term as boss Steven Gerrard seeks attacking reinforcements during the summer transfer window. Gerrard has already clinched moves for Jordan Jones and Jake Hastie ahead of the new campaign, while Greg Stewart will complete a 3-year switch once his Birmingham City contract expires at the end of the season. Source: The Herald. Verbal agreement. Tottenham Hotspur playmaker Christian Eriksen has a verbal agreement to join Real Madrid this summer, according to Diarios. The Madrid-based newspaper cites how there is a personal agreement which would see the midfielder increase his annual salary of €4 million, which he currently earns in North London. Source: Football España. Some Bayern updates. In addition to Barcelona, Matthijs de Ligt would only be interested in a move to Bayern because he likes the club. Barcelona, however, are in very advanced talks with the player. Meanwhile, his representative Mino Raiola is still waiting for more lucrative deals. At CF Bayern, pic.twitter.com/xnkvkc1 is to Bayern. There's no direct contact with the coach at CF Bayern. pic.twitter.com/xcx5kxpmmc Bayern. Goal revealed in March that Otamendi, 31, was open to a transfer in search of more regular playing time. Valencia, Wolves and the Chinese Super League had all been touted as possible destinations, but it is now believed that a return to Mestalla is the defender's #1 choice. Source: Sam Lee. Faith. Manchester City have opted not to pursue a new left-back this summer and will continue to back Benjamin Mendy. Sky Sports News understands. Sky Sports News. At Sky Sports News, April 30, 2019. Smoke. Paul Pogba wants out of Manchester United this summer and is very keen to push through a move to Real Madrid. The French star has been a subject of controversy this season, with the club ultimately backing him over sacked manager Jose Mourinho, but sources say he is now desperate to leave. For Pogba's part, some close to the player say that one of his primary concerns is United's inability to challenge for the league, and how that does not look likely in the near future. Source: Independent. Marcelo's deputy Zinedine Zidane has made it clear to Real Madrid that he wants fellow Frenchman Ferland Mendy to arrive at the Santiago Bernabeu this summer after the left-back has impressed at Lyon. The left side of Madrid's defense has had a number of names linked to it, such as Real Betis Jr. Firpo, Alex Grimaldo of Benfica and David Alaba of Bayern Munich, but Mendy is the one Zidane wants. Source: Marca. United scouting in Portugal. The level of observations to Ruben Dias and João Felix by the scouting department of the Manchester United climbed to the top step. According to the game, it was found the Red Devils were represented at the Braga for one of its heads of scouts, having Marcel Bout the specific mission to assess and check the received data of the previous observations to Ruben Dias and João Felix. At this stage, the two targets identified as desirable in the Benfica squad. Source: O Jogo City start talks over Bruno Fernandes. Manchester City wants to make sure Bruno Fernandes is signed immediately. The current English champion, coached by Pep Guardiola and where aligns the Portuguese, Baldwin, intends to rely on the captain of Sporting for the next few seasons and has already prepared formal offer to make the signing. Source: Ebola Arsenal lead for Fraser. Arsenal are in pole position to sign Ryan Fraser this summer. The Bournemouth winger has just over a year left to run on his contract, and talks over an extension have been shelved after the South Coast club failed to put together an offer that significantly improved on that which Fraser rejected last year. Source: Football London. Saintly reinforcement. Southampton will step up plans to revamp their attack for next season after guaranteeing their Premier League survival. High on boss Ralph Hasenhüttl's list of priorities this summer is to bring in up to 3 new players, 2 white men and a central striker, to increase his reliable attacking options. Southampton will make a fresh move for Birmingham forward Che Adams, who has enjoyed the best season of his career so far, scoring 22 times for Gary Monk's championship side. Source: Daily Mail. 1 out, 1 in with one of the centre-back on his way to Serie A. Atletico Madrid have been active on market finding his replacement. The Colchoneros have made progress in their negotiation with Porto for Felipe Augusto de Almeida Montero, who is commonly known as Felipe. The talks started back in mid-April and now the deal is on the verge of being completed. With Felipe on his way in, Diego Godin is ready to announce his departure from the club to join Inter on a Bosman signing. The Uruguayan defender will say goodbye to the fans during the last match of the season at the Wanda against Sevilla on May 12. Source: Gianluca Di Marzio. Official extension. Official: Alessandro Pizzari has extended his contract with the club until the 30th of June 2023. Official: Alessandro Pizzari renova fino al 30 Giugno 2023. Black Circle pic.twitter.com/K8 to Dixis AC Milan attack Milan April 30, 2019. Another one on Milan's shortlist. PSV boss Mark Van Bommel is reportedly on Milan's list of prospective new coaches to replace Gennaro Gattuso. According to La Repubblica, Van Bommel is the latest name Milan are considering. Source: Football Italia. Less blog ads. Why?